Good morning. Welcome to this edition of the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. We have a jam-packed show today. We're going to talk about domestic violence from a women's perspective. We're going to talk about Allegheny County Council looking at a police accountability committee. We've got jazz on the Hill in the Hill District coming back, and a training program, a free opportunity for you. So you definitely want to stick around. We begin, however, with the issue of domestic violence, but from a Christian perspective. Here to help us talk about that conversation, Doreen Weiss is a domestic violence counselor, and Juanita Bland is the chairperson and founder of Women in Christian Ministries Incorporated. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
So ladies, I'll just kind of throw this out for both of you. When we talk about domestic violence, I don't think that many people think about this from a Christian perspective, but you all are taking a different approach.
Right. Yeah. So I think a lot of people don't understand that domestic violence, even within the Christian church, the statistics are no different within the Christian church than it is with outside of the Christian church.
It's about 1 in every 4th woman.
Right.
1 in 4 women
One in
within the
4.
Christian community we're talking about.
Period.
Right.
Wow.
And not just women.
Okay.
Men also.
And men. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So then when you, I mean, you know, we hear about shelters, we hear about, you know, women getting away. How does what you do differ from, say, what you'd find somewhere else?
Well, we have a transitional living house. So if the woman fits our criteria, she can say 1 to 2 years. So if she has children, needs a job, and needs to get on her feet, or we had one young woman that had 2 children that came with us, and our house is open just like they're totally at home. And she graduated from Carlo College with
kidding.
honors, yes.
No kidding.
And so we've had some
the house
stories
you're
like that.
mentioning now, that's Dorcas Haven?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
all right. So how does someone get involved? I mean, we talk about how sometimes women have to leave in the cover of night. They leave with nothing but their clothes and their children's clothes. How would someone reach out and get in touch?
Well, they'll usually have someone or someone has told them about us.
Okay.
And they call. First thing we want to know if they're on drugs or alcohol. If it's an emergency, okay. If they aren't, and then we will have them come to the house, and we'll do an intake on them.
Okay.
And it's up to them whether they want to stay or not. We don't have a whole lot of rules because we want it to be like home, but enough rules that.
But you have some rules,
Yes,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
And you'd be surprised. They don't all want to follow those rules.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
We ask for 1/3 of their income once they get on their feet.
Okay.
If they're there, it's like home. They have a living room. Well, our office is the only thing. They have a sunroom, their bedrooms. They can come and go as they please. If it's over 11 o'clock at night, I need to know where they are. They're going to be out and why.
Okay.
As long as we know they're working or going to school and following the rules, they're pretty safe.
They can stay,
Yes.
indeed. So Doreen, talk to me about, I mean, I think it's awesome that you can stay in a facility like this for 1 to 2 years, because sometimes the rebuilding process of your life is tough.
Right. And so often women have a difficult time. And I wanted to go back to what you talked about, the Christian perspective, because I think oftentimes women are afraid to make that move because of their faith. They feel guilty. They feel like God's going to punish them, or
For better or for worse.
the church is going to judge them. And the most important thing right away is their faith or their safety. Right away, women think, well, if I leave, I have to get a divorce. And that is the furthest thing. The most important thing right off the bat is women's safety.
Indeed.
And that's what Juanita at the house and myself as a counselor, that's what we first and foremost are concerned about, the
Is that
women's
safety.
safety and just getting the women safe.
Absolutely, that's a priority. Now, the
Right.
main thing we're supposed to be talking about, however, is this seminar coming up on the
Right.
14th of September.
Right. Yeah, and the William Yancey, that's coming in from Oakland, California, and his wife, Dr. Yancey, are coming in to equip the community on how to help women in safe,
okay.
and help the community to talk to the women, to help them to get safe.
And we're especially concerned about the church, the pastors, the women's ministries, even lay people, because they are the last ones that usually invest the time for different reasons, you know.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't want to get involved because it's a family matter. Sometimes they think it's divorce. Sometimes they just don't want to. They don't want to get involved.
Don't want to get
but
involved,
the thing
yeah.
is that we should be the people that are out there trying to help, because they usually only have 30 days in a regular shelter.
In a facility, right, yeah.
And so they need to feel safe. They need the help to make the person feel safe.
Sure. And they didn't end up in this situation in 30 days, so you can't fix it in 30
No,
days.
you can't. Right.
Ladies, how do we get involved? The seminar is called Love Shouldn't Hurt. Do we register in advance? Talk me through that process.
You can come to the door, but we'd like for you to register because it'll be at the hotel, and we will have continental breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
So we'd like to take care of that. We keep the rates down so that people will come. It's not a thing of money making. It's the fact that we need to be
It's that
involved
connection.
in people's lives. Right.
Now, how do folks register?
Well, we have forms that go out, but they can call us at 412-262-3276 or 412-264-1664.
All right, perfect. Ladies, thanks so much for what you do. It is making a big difference in the lives of women and children, and we appreciate that.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. I wish
appreciate
we
it.
had more time. We got so much to do today, though. When
Thank
we
you.
come back, the sound of jazz comes to the Hill District, so don't go away.